Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at an all-flying team. We got this theme going on here. We'll keep it going because Go Battle League is a complete joke and we can just have fun with it. What we're doing this time is 3 flyers. So we're going to be going with Yveltal, 100% level 50. And then we do have Lugia Shadow, which is not 100% IV, but it is going to be level 51. And then we do have Ho-Oh, which is not completely powered up. It's missing a good amount of power-ups, but it still does what it needs to do as kind of a protector from the steel types, as well as overpowering fairies with charm or something like that, say a Togekiss, for instance. Although Lugia can handle quite a bit. Even going up against steel types, the thing is amazing. Now with the Yveltal, we do have Focus Blast. You may want to go with Oblivion when it's new move, and I simply don't have it yet. I could use an Elite TM, I just didn't. Now I'm going to tell you, it would have helped out quite a bit, as Focus Blast is very nice to have handy if you do want to one-shot those steel types, but when it comes down to being able to hit fairy types, Oblivion Wind is going to give you the edge. As a matter of fact, you could almost take out a fairy if you can hit that 2 times. So I do recommend going with that if you do use Yveltal. Again though, Focus Blast can come in handy greatly when you go up against steel types, so you can one-shot them. Alright, but with that said, if you can give the video a thumbs up, if you do enjoy these battle videos, really do appreciate it. And let's see what we have going on. Hitting the Metagross with an Aero Blast. It's always satisfying when you land one of those, especially when it's coming from that Shadow Metagross or Shadow Lugia. Alright, we're farming them down. That was pretty awesome. We have a good amount of energy to take out that Giratina. And that's a wrap there. Alright, let's see what we have going on here. Next battle, let's get into it. And leading with Ho-Oh here. Met with a Dialga. We like to see that. They're swapping into Garchomp, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the Lugia. Now, Mudshot's going to be able to farm energy at a decent rate, and Outrage is still doing a lot. We can let another one go without having to worry about them KOing us, as the quick move is really doing no damage whatsoever. So we're going to go ahead and let that go. And I throw here. I could have farmed them all the way down, I think. I wasn't paying attention, but nah, that's okay. We still do have a decent amount of energy that we could maybe throw. Oh, right, getting to the Sky Attack. This is going to be resisted by the Dialga, but at least we're going to be able to do some damage while they really didn't farm us up too much. They got a couple of Dragon Breaths, so they make a swap into their Mewtwo. I bring in the Yveltal, and it is a wrap. If they do have Shadow Ball, more than likely they do. And then, of course, Side Strike is resisted, and that's pretty much a wrap. All right, next game, we're met with a Groudon here, so the entire team is going to be good up against it. I'm going to have to say the ones that's going to do the... I mean, yeah, see, because Precipice Blades is still doing a decent amount because of the fire. And then when it comes to Yveltal, it's still taking a decent amount from Fire Punch. So probably Lugia can just withstand it the best. But they're swapping into a Palkia here. Now they're going to be farming up a whole hell of a lot of energy, which could have been a Draco Meteor or Fire Blast, but we're going to let it go. And they're just going to spam Aqua Tail here, which is great because we'll be able to just absorb these like nothing. As you can see here, Lugia Shadow is amazing. And by the way, yes, we are going to be getting these in the raids. So when it does come out, I do urge you to go for it. Now we got a Xerneas out here, which is fine. I mean, we do have a Ho-Oh back here, which can absorb whatever they do throw, but we can only take so much with the health that we do have. We could take about a Moonblast here and some change. We're going to shield it up just to put on the pressure. Bring in back that Groudon, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the Yveltal. I think I do something weird here. I don't know if this is the battle. It might be a little soon. But there's going to be a time where I go down with a ton of energy on my, I do believe it's Ho-Oh, so I can farm them down with the Yveltal and then take the win. Yeah, it's not this battle here, so we'll just see when that does happen. Groudon, amazing here. We're going to go ahead and build up to 2 of these Dark Pulses, going for the first one. Hitting super hard. Yveltal has some amazing attack here. Kind of squishy, but it is a very good Pokemon for sure. Swapping into the Ho-Oh, going for the Sacred Fire immediately here. Do they have a shield left? No, they're out of shields, and we take that win with the Sacred Fire. All right, let's see what we have. Level 20. Oh man, yeah, it was pretty rough with this team, I'm gonna have to say. Yeah, it was pretty rough. All right, experimenting with these wacky teams. Again, I'm not trying to push Legend, I'm just trying to have fun because Go Battle League is tainted with cheating and scammy crap, okay? We've already been over it. All right, so they've got a Kyogre over there. Okay, so of course we're going to be going for Brave Bird here, and we're already out of here. Very nice. Bringing in the Lugia. We're still holding on to 2 shields, and they're going to be retreating with energy, bringing in a Melmetal, which is going to threaten the entire team. Melmetal? Yeah, we'll let that first one go, of course. Now, building up to Focus Blast, this is where it could come in handy, I suppose. And they let the damn Dark Pulse go. We could have one-shotted that thing right now. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up to kind of put on the pressure, building up a little bit of extra energy to maybe get to the next charge move, but unlikely because the Kyogre does have energy ready to go. All right, well, they're going to not throw quite yet. They want to farm us all the way down here, or letting that go as well. Okay, now, I don't know what's going on here. Are these real people, or what's happening here? Because it's sometimes I'm thinking, you know, okay, I guess we're on the lower levels, but it's nothing against them. I just feel like Niantic made their bots dumb. They making them not shield when they should. Kind of a I don't know. We'll talk about it another time. Let's pay attention to what's going on here. So we have Ho-Oh up against the Lugia, or up against the Kyogre. We swap into the Lugia, and now we're up against it here. So we're just going to keep on spamming these sky attacks. We kind of just want to get rid of that Kyogre, to be honest with you, because Yveltal doesn't really want to see it either with the amount of damage that they're doing with that stinking surf. It's crazy. As well as the waterfall, right? So we're going to go for another sky attack. Don't really need to hit all those bubbles. And they have a Lugia. Now, unfortunately, unlike Mewtwo, we can't just wall it with Yveltal because, well, flying is neutral to the dark and flying that we are. So we can do a bunch of damage with the Dark Pulse, which is crazy because Lugia is one of the tankiest Pokemon. I know Yveltal's super effective plus stab, but that's just a lot of damage still. All right, going for another one of these here. What's going to happen? And they're swapping into their Groudon. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Ho-Oh and Precipice Blades. We could take one more. Yeah. I think this might be the one I go down with a bunch of energy. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, this is it. Remember I was talking about that? Okay, so, yeah, we could shield this up, but I think it's pointless. So we're going to let it go. We're going to bring in Yveltal to farm them up here because they're not going to be able to take us out. There's no way. They've got one shield, and if I can farm them down, all we need to do is get past the other one by hitting 2 of these moves, and we're going to be good to go to take the win here. So shielding up this first sky attack, and they're not going to get to another one, and we build up to 2 of these Dark Pulses, and this is a wrap. We took the win with the Yveltal, and there we go, looking good. As tempting as it was to want to shield up that Ho-Oh with a bunch of energy, or at least throw a charge move, that was the better play for me to do. And we are going to be able to take the win. Probably a little bit more complicated than I needed to make it, but hey, we were still looking good. Next battle, we're met with a Shadow Ho-Oh that has been purified, so it has the Sacred Fire ++. Now, if you're still a little confused and you think it's doing more damage in Go Battle League, it's absolutely not. It looked like it, my gosh. Oh, what the hell is that crap? It seemed like it, but remember, mine's not powered up all the way. It's not doing more in PvP, but it is doing more in Go Battle League, in raids, okay? So PvP, not doing more, but in raids it is doing actually more. So we're going to shield that up, getting to the Brave Bird, and they're going to be catching it with the Dialga. I'm going to have to say it was a good catch. Yeah, it's a good damn catch. Still doing a decent amount of damage, although it is resisted. Getting to the Sky Attack, I'm not trying to worry about no Aeroblast here. I just want to do as much damage to the Dialga as possible, and we're actually going to be getting their last shield here. I think we want to let this go. We don't want to, yeah. Iron Head, can we farm them down? And we do. I think we have a Sky Attack ready to go as well. All right, beautiful. Gonna go ahead and hit that Sky Attack up against this Ho-Oh. This should be enough to KO. Oh my goodness, and we do. Fantastic, because that quick move they have is so slow to register. Now, they do have a Rayquaza in the back. This is gonna get a little tricky. Now, what we're gonna do is bring in the Yveltal, let this go. And they lowered our attack, right? So we're going to go ahead and swap into the Ho-Oh. Now, at this point, I thought I screwed up. If you're thinking, what are you doing? Well, instead of being attack debuffed by 2 stages, we're only by 1 stage. So we should be able to take them out here. Unless they get to another one, we're able to get to another Dark Pulse. And my plan worked by swapping out there. They were probably 1 quick move away from getting to that charge move. All right, let's see what we have for the next one. A Xerneas lead. That's great. There's nothing they can do up against Ho-Oh, so they're going to be swapping into Yveltal, and I bring in Lugia. What am I thinking? Poke, what are you doing? You just gave them the game here, kind of, right? Kind of, did I? Maybe, maybe not. I took a risk, and this is just what I had to do here. We just bring in the Lugia to handle the situation. We're going to shield this up and kind of put on the pressure here. See if we... Oh, no, I'm going to double shield. That's right. I had to. So, yes, this was a bad position, and the only way to come out of it was to double shield. All right, so they're going to be going for bringing in Mewtwo. And this is kind of good. They're trying to freaking farm me down with that Shadow Mewtwo. Now, we have Yveltal. If they do have Shadow Ball as well as Side Strike, we will be able to wall them here. So we're going to let it... Well, we have no choice. It's a Side Strike. It is... Okay. But you got Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball. All right, still doing a decent amount of damage. Bringing in the Xerneas, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Ho-Oh. And this is looking pretty good. Now, we do not want to hit Brave Bird, obviously. We're just going to go for Sacred Fire. Hopefully, we can drop their attack here because that Moonblast is actually doing a decent amount of damage. All right, see what I'm talking about? How they just let it go? That makes no sense. Do you see it? That maybe they know it's over. I think maybe they know it's over, so they just let it go. Okay, that could be a possibility too. I do that sometimes. Next game. All right, another one. Sounds good to me. They're going to be swapping and bringing in a Dragonite. I'm going to go ahead and bring in our Lugia to handle this. Now, we will be able to beat them. There's nothing a Dragonite can do, honestly. I mean, if they want to use 2 shields, I guess that's a possibility, but we're just so damn tanky. Anyways, we're taking that win, and they're going to be bringing in a Metagross here. Let's see if we can get to the Aeroblast and if they actually let it go, because this does do a decent amount of damage, even though it's resisted. Look at that. We're going to get them into the yellow, or into the red, and almost take them out. Now, they do have a lot of energy. We have to keep that in mind. So we're going to go ahead and bring in this, because what do they have in the front? A Fairy, which the Ho-Oh is going to absolutely destroy. So instead of having the Ho-Oh take damage, we're going to go ahead and have the Yveltal just go ahead and absorb all of that. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and just keep going Sacred Fire. Now, we'll let the first charge move go, and we can technically even let the second one go. But just for the sake of lag switching, and I'm not saying this person, and I showed it on my last Go Battle video, I'm pretty sure. The lag switching is here. There are exploits to lag it up. So I don't want to screw around and, act too comfortable towards the end, but I think I did flex there anyways after all of that. Okay, next battle, we're met with the Dragonite bad lead, swapping into Yveltal, and they're bringing in Melmetal. Now, this is where Focus Blast comes in handy. If they let it go, all right, there you go. There you go. We'll survive this, and we're looking freaking great. Are you kidding me? Let's go. All right, so we are still in the yellow as well. Bringing in Dragonite, and we're still going to be able to hit them pretty decently with the Dark Pulse on the Yveltal here, but they're going to be shielding it up. That's great, getting a shield out of them. And we're, of course, going to be bringing in our Lugia. As soon as they see this, I do believe they're going to be backing out. That's right, and we take that win. They must have had something back there that did not want to see my flying team. Next one here. So far, the Flyers are doing okay. I mean, it was a struggle, but I was having some pretty good games. Mamoswine lead. All right, that's something decent here. Now, we are going to be part fire, so the Avalanche is actually not going to be really doing that much. I mean, it's doing a decent amount, though. It really is. All right, I could have went for Sacred Fire here to drop the attack, but I go for Brave Bird, I suppose, which you should go Sacred Fire so you can try to drop the attack. We would have been a lot more comfortable to take the damage here, but we're still going to let it go because it is just an ancient power coming from a Togekiss, and we're Lugia over here. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to farm them down with a non-stab Dragon Tail low attack Lugia up against a Togekiss, so we're going to have to throw that Sky Attack there, but at least we're going to be able to throw another one up against this Mamoswine and take them out, or they're going to be retreating with energy, farming me down with that. Was that Giratina or Altered? Yeah, let's go. So we'll bring in our Ho-Oh to go ahead and have them use up that energy here, as well as getting a shield, hopefully, from them. I would assume they don't want to get hit by Brave Bird exactly. Now we swap into Yveltal. If they have Shadow Sneak, Dragon Claw, that's pretty much a wrap here. And they're going for Dragon Claw, so I would assume they do not have Ancient Power, or they could have Shadow Force too, I suppose, right? They're coming back in without their Pokemon, and that's a wrap, folks. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and take care.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!